Hey guys, you're getting some real true Emily today. It is a Sunday. I'm not doing anything other than stitching. I refuse to really do anything with my hair. If you get really close, you can see that I really need to color my hair because there's some blonde roots showing up. I need to do something about that. We're gonna do haul first today because one of my hauls that showed up is actually a new start. So I want to start with that. The Russian kit that I talked about last time. Ah, isn't she cute? Totally not my usual aesthetic, not at all, but I really like her. She's kind of weird and adorable, and when I first saw this, I got this on eBay. It's the only place that I've seen it is either through sellers in the UK, I think maybe so-and-so has it, or you can buy it from eBay sellers from Russia. And I didn't have a problem. It actually came before they even said that I might get it. But when I saw her on eBay, I could not look at this little chimp without smiling or laughing. And you guys know the kind of months that I've had recently. So I figure if this little chick can make me laugh through the grief, she's coming home with me, I'm stitching her, and she's going on the wall. So this is part of my haul. It is a RTO cross stitch kit from 2016, and it's called Romantic Mademoiselle. And yes, that's me trying to pronounce French with a thick southern accent. And my accent has gotten thicker because since everything has happened with my family, I'm spending more time with my family, which I'm a person who's very affected by the people that I'm around when it comes to when it comes to my accent, because when I moved to Los Angeles for a few years, my accent kind of went away, and when I came back and started living home again, it got thicker. I only live an hour from my family, but I'm closer to Atlanta than they are. They're much more rural, thick, rural southern accents. So if you hear that my accent is a little bit thicker than usual, that's why. So this, show you the rest of my haul that poured in. I'm not buying anything else for a while. As I discussed before, this was kind of my retail therapy shopping bonanza that happened. So Olivia talked me into this one. She showed where she had gotten it, and I was like, you know what? You're right. We all have to have this. This is so fantastic. It's a lavender and lace design called Lady of the Thread. I can see me changing up some colors or doing something different with it, but she is just beautiful. It's an older chart, but it's still lovely. So there's that. Show you the similar one that I got, which is the only butternut road pattern that I have, but I saw it and thought, you know what, I really need this. It's butternut road, called Once Upon a Time. Same designer, I believe, as Lavender and Lace. So that's Once Upon a Time. Really pretty. I bought another kit, which I'm going to tell you that I bought this, and then I'm going to explain why you shouldn't. This is by Design Works, and somewhere, oh, it's called Native Maiden. It's a Joan Elliott design. This is another one of those where I was kind of inspired because my father had passed away, because if my dad loved anything, it was Westerns and just kind of this whole aesthetic. My mom designed like the interior of the house, but I think if he had had his way, there would have been more stuff like this. So I purchased this piece. We'll probably end up doing it maybe sans bordering background on a piece of hand-dyed fabric. But if you like this piece, let me get a little closer so you can see. And it comes with beads. And it comes with some metallic floss, the regular floss, and some really ugly Aida. Sorry guys, but it doesn't even look like really good quality Aida. But maybe it's just because I don't care for Aida. But anyway, so I paid like $14 for this kit, which isn't bad for a kid. But if you just like the chart, if you go on Amazon Marketplace, Joan Elliott released, or someone released, a book of her like kind of Native American style patterns. I think this is on the cover. You can get it on Amazon Marketplace for like a couple of bucks at the lowest. But this does come with the floss and the metallic and the beads. But still, you know, I really get nervous. I've realized since I've started my Romantic Mademoiselle kit about floss that come in kits, just because I'm afraid I'm going to run out. And then you have to worry about matching that up. But anyway, so this is Kelly's fault. Kelly, this is your fault. Your fault, your fault, your fault. You know, I already told you about this. This is called Menorah Tie Dancer. And this is put out by Pinn, P-I-N-N. Kelly had gotten this and shown it in her video, and I mean, you can tell. Let me slide this way. I really love that aesthetic. I actually ordered that drawing from Thailand. But I really like this a lot. I think she's so pretty. Will I do her in pinks and purples? I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. But she's gorgeous. And she's one that when I went searching to buy my own, I only found this one and one other one. So I was like, I'm definitely getting it. But I can't show you the chart, but she's bigger than you would think she is. I'll leave it at that. She is 259 by 266. So there's that. I got a piece of Magic Guide Ada, because for full coverage, to me, Ada makes sense. It makes sense. I may hate the feeling of it, but I think that a full coverage is going to look better on it. So for the reading in a tub with a book that I had bought on Etsy that I showed you guys last time, I ordered this 18 count Ecru Ada Magic Guide to do it on. I actually have already kitted it up and I have the floss. I just have to bobbinate it. So this may be a new start the next time I do a video. I also bought the floss and kitted up to do the Pheasant Tapestry that I was going to kind of do because it reminded me of something my dad would like. I was thinking of stitching it before he passed away, but I haven't started that yet. I was going to stitch it for his birthday, which was Thursday, started on that day, but I didn't. I ended up packing a bag and going up and spending the night at my mom's house, and I didn't do any stitching on Thursday at all. So I'm going to push that down the road and figure out a time that feels right to start it. The last piece of my haul is Mackenzie's fault, but it's like a long held over her fault. It's not from a recent video. She showed this in a video a while ago, and I remember thinking that I loved it and sticking it in my 1-2-3 stitch wish list. And it's not a super cheap chart, but it's not a super expensive chart. But it was time. Nantucket Girls Sampler by Plum Street Samplers. And the verse on this, and I know that's one of the reasons that she fell in love with it, but it's the verse on this that really, really made me love it. And she read it in hers, but in case you haven't seen hers. It says, the Nantucket Girls Song, then I'll haste to wed a sailor and send him off to sea, for a life of independence is the pleasant life for me. But every now and then I shall like to see his face, for it always seems to me to beam with manly grace. With his brow so nobly open and his dark and kindly eye, oh, my heart beats fondly towards him whenever he is nigh. But when he says, goodbye, my love, I'm off across the sea, first I'll cry for his departure, then laugh because I'm free. I totally get this mentality because I love my husband and I miss him when he's gone. And I, would never trade our time together or a marriage for anything. But I love being alone. I love my time alone. And he actually, a few weeks ago, he was like, maybe I would like a job where I traveled. And I was thinking, yeah, that could be nice. But I know if he actually did that, I would miss him horribly. I know, it makes me sound like a bad person, but I get this. That's all the haul. And now we can go into my, my progress and my whips since the last video, which is a lot, but not a lot all at the same time because I only worked on 3 pieces. I finished up the block that I was working on Hawkrun Hollow. And you can see on here that there has been a needle minder added on. Nicole from Instagram and several, I'm friends with her on Facebook, sent this Poe to me. She has one on her her Hawkrun Hollow piece as well, and I know she knows that I loved it. So one of those just showed up in my mailbox one day. Thank you, Nicole. Very sweet. I love him. So I did not change anything on this block. Very unlike me, but I did not change anything. Oh, no. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm a liar. I changed one of the shades of green in the middle of these trees just so I felt like that there was more contrast. I think that was it, though. I think that's all I changed. So I finished that off. Have not started the March block yet, but this is kind of the piece so far. Not even halfway there. Let me fold this back up. I'll get to it this month. Maybe. Maybe I won't. We'll see. I don't really have a rotation. I like to finish these up the month that I say that I'm going to finish them up, but I also don't really stress about it. Then I switched back to my Mirabilia, August Peridot Fairy, because she is fantastic and I love her, and I got some more done on the wings and a lot of progress on her. The last time you guys saw her, there was just some wings done. I didn't have any of her, well, I had a little hair. I don't remember. But I finished her hair. I got the feather and all that jazz up on the top of her head done. I did her skin. I did not do it 1/1. I'm struggling with the 1/1 on my Mirabilia Circle of Friends, and I had seen Mackenzie's that she had done of this, and she didn't do her skin 1/1. And I've looked at a lot of Mirabilias that weren't 1/1 and decided that I'm okay with it not being 1/1. Some pieces I can see where, you know, I would really want that. Like when I do this little bit of skin on my Angel of Love, I'm going to want 1/1 because it's going to be a gift for my mom. But on this piece, I really like her the way she is. I'm a big fan of just the way she turned out as is. I did her eyes as charted in the blue. The only change that I have done so far to this is in the corset area, the bust of her dress, where it goes to that lightest shade of purple. It actually, they have some white charted in there that goes all the way down the length of the dress in places. That's been my only problem with this chart from the beginning. I can see a black dress with light hitting it. Maybe, oh, my battery's running low. I better wrap this up. I can see it going to a light purple, but not a white. So that's that. Moving on because my battery's trying to die. This is my progress on the Romantic Mademoiselle, who I have nicknamed Josephine because, I don't know, she just looks like a Josephine to me. I did not do it on the Ada that came with the kit. I'm doing it on Murky by Picture This Plus. I think this is going to be pretty quick for me to finish because I'm so in love with her, and I'm not stitching the half stitch background, and I'm just doing it on this. I finished her face today. I know Letitia was, or will be happy to see the finished face, as is Steph from Lindy Stitches. They were both like, she's kind of creepy looking without eyes, Emily, so I had to get that done. I'm really happy with her. maybe later this week I'll do some separate videos with some tags, but this is going to be really short and sweet because I want to stitch some more today. I need to go get groceries. My husband managed to break 2 pairs of shoes in the past week, so we need to go to the shoe store and buy him some more shoes so he can have shoes to wear to work. And I have to do a little bit more straightening and laundry and stuff like that because I have people coming over tonight as per usual to watch The Walking Dead. And I have to make dinner. So I'll see you guys later, and if you have any questions or concerns or in my hurry to finish this, I skipped anything, just ask me in the comments below, and see you guys next time.